Hello everyone and now welcome to a game between FoCuS and LawLiet. This game taking place here on Concealed Hill. FoCuS spawning as the blue undead, LawLiet spawning as the yellow night elf. Please no more undead buffs. Well, undead does seem to have a lot of buffs, and undead, like, okay, I think we were talking about wand of negation and how the fact that undead does not have the ability to disenchant or dispel anything at tier 2. Undead, you rarely ever see any tier 2 play from undead. It's usually a quick, a relatively fast tech to tier 3, allowing you to allowing opening up orb of corruption, destroyers, all sorts of additional upgrades. Also, undead tri-hero, incredibly strong and really part of the meta. Anyways, that was we were discussing a previous game. Let's go ahead and focus on the game with FoCuS, as FoCuS spawns as the blue orc over here on the top right hand side of Concealed Hill, going up against his night elf countryman LawLiet, spawning as the yellow night elf here over here on the bottom left. I wanted it for night elf, but his idea was smarter. Uh, all right. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Wisp are already, is already negation, and they also work. Not work at removing mana, so there's a little bit of a double edged right there. If you all of a sudden you have a bunch of summoned units also next to heroes or next to spellcaster, it does a little bit more than simple wand of negation. Wisp OP. Yep. Ogre, Warrior, Forest Troll, Trapper, Forest Troll, Berserker will get cleared up. It is going to be a Keeper of the Grove coming in from LawLiet. Meanwhile, FoCuS going for the old school Blade Master. Blade Master going up against Keeper of the Grove. A quick Windwalk strike there, taking down that Wisp. Big rivalry, especially in Rush Brain Cups. These guys always have some epic games. Goat uses the goat. All right. Hope I did have a good new year, enjoying time with the family. Things are getting underway, and got back into normal work mode as the Blade Master going to come across and try and engage against the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove looking to back up here and entangle onto the Grunt. A nice play coming here from LawLiet, trying to maximize the damage. FoCuS's Grunt could end up getting taken down. There it goes. It is denied that experience, but losing a Grunt early on in the game by FoCuS, that usually hurts quite a bit, as a new Grunt needs to be trained up to try and replace it. Coming back around here, the chances of LawLiet actually getting the experience on that kill were extremely low. FoCuS had a Blade Master right there for the denial, and also there were creeps attacking it as well. The Keeper of the Grove would have had to hope either for his auto attack or the entangle to deal the killing blow, both of which are relatively small amounts of damage, as the Keeper of the Grove just runs by the Fountain of Health temporarily, double backs around. Blade Master doing a little bit of chase. What is going on here? They just seem to be off to the races, as the Blade Master does not have boots of speed. Coming back down to the south once more, Huntresses are joining in on the battle. We are getting Ultra Vision for improved sight at night. Incredibly important to be able to see where you're going, as FoCuS's Samuro gets an entangle off right there, and going to be able to shake it off. Do all heroes have the same movement speed? I believe that was one of the patch updates, making sure that all heroes have a much similar movement speeds. It wasn't as drastic as before. Like before, the Naga Sea Witch was significantly slower, but there were some major changes overall to movement speeds. So not as drastic as before, but so it is. They are much similar than before, but some heroes are still faster than others. How's that? Agility heroes are faster as well. Isn't Aura level 3 Tauren Chieftain the fastest? I believe that, yeah, I think that's the case. It used to be Death Knight was also just as fast, or even faster, because he was considered a mounted hero. There's been so many patch changes that difficult for me to know what has really gone on or happened. Tauren Chieftain is a very fast hero indeed, but really his movement speed bonus to the remainder of the army or the entire army is why you go for level 3 endurance aura. All right, focusing back on the game. See, I really do wish that they had like a number alongside the fast. There is some monitor or not some numerical value for the speed on the attack speed and a numerical value for the movement speed. If we could actually see them in game, like put it in parentheses. Like that's how I keep track of things because I don't have time to read through like tons and tons of patch notes, only to see that constantly being changed. All right, Hex quickly goes down onto the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove trying to back away. The Scroll of Speed, Keeper of the Grove down to 30 hit points, ends up staying alive. There's a Hex now going down onto the Alchemist as they all teleport back, but a Grunt is lost. Would they ever add that into game? I don't know that it's in the game and it's how StarCraft 2 shows attack speed and movement speed. So I wonder why it isn't the case. Maybe Warcraft 3 champions can add it. Yeah, that would. Um, I don't know. That's more of a personal request. And it seems like something that it's easy for Blizzard to do, as opposed to trying to have Warcraft 3 champions actually be able to update the pop-ups on. Yeah, that would be rather difficult. I, I think I'm not saying that as a joke. Like I don't think it's a joke. I think that if Warcraft 3 champions were to do it, I would be extremely grateful. But there are so many other quality of life improvements that Warcraft 3 champions can work on that I would appreciate it if they did other things as opposed to something that would probably take Blizzard maybe 1 hour of actual coding to do. It'd be 6 hours of discussion times and planning and meetings and bureaucracy, but 1 hour of coding to actually do. Can you make a list of those QO quality of life suggestions? I don't want to start another thread on what I want Blizzard to do, or start another topic on what the Warcraft 3 community wants Blizzard to do. All right, Frozen Yeti, thank you for the follow. Keeper, Ancient of Wars coming down across. Keeper of Grove having the Staff of Preservation. Alchemist picking up a Wand of Illusion. All right, focus on the game, Crota. Focus on the game. All right, no over. Shadow Hunter, Pure Up of Vitality. Couple of shamans wandering around here. Quick reveal right there. And it would almost have to be like a second overlay on the separate side of the map, right? But then it would just become cluttered. Yeah, it isn't really needed. Rock Golem gonna get taken down. There we are, picking up a Scroll of the Beast. Blade Master able to take that item away from the Keeper of the Grove and the Blade Master. LawLiet going into this old school strat, or this now common meta of archers and huntresses. Alchemist has Healing Spray and Acid Bomb, allowing for the Acid Bomb to open up even more focus fire opportunities. Shadowhunter getting up to level 3 most likely will be going for level 2 Serpent Wards, as the Serpent Wards are incredibly powerful. Making a final best of 5 does make a lot more sense, but I also know that players are extremely tired at the end of a tournament. If you've never actually been to a physical Warcraft 3 tournament, or even an online tournament, as a player, if you make it to the finals, you are very, very tired. And seeing like a best of 5 or even like a dreaded best of 7 at the end of a 1-day tournament, you're just like I am exhausted. Well, they don't have to play. Yeah. Well, yeah. If there was if there was, you know, more on the line sometimes. All right, Shadowhunter, Shaman, Grunt, Blade Master are going to be able to fight with their back to a fountain of health. This is exactly what FoCuS was hoping for and what LawLiet doesn't want to see. Serpent Wards are down here. Thank you for the follow, as LawLiet being forced to back away. All right. Interacting with chat is always fun, but let's take a look at what's going to go down in this particular game. LawLiet, FoCuS getting ready, or getting those strong items indeed, and LawLiet just seems to be constantly creep-jacked by FoCuS. FoCuS has been able to take down take a couple of powerful items. Staff of Preservation for the save, though, right there, denying that kill. The Blade Master will be staying at level 2. Shadowhunter very close to level 4. Actually, yeah, very close to level 4. What is going to end up happening here in the center portion of the map, the Ogre Lord creep camp has already been crept out while I was talking about WarCraft 3 related things, but not this particular game. All right, Blade Master going to try and engage down across here. Blade Master going to go after, well, there goes an Archer healing spray, not in time. Units trying to back up 53 supply compared to 50. FoCuS staying in no upkeep while LawLiet jumps into that low upkeep range. All right. Coming back down to the south here, well, Blade Master looking to back up once more. Blade Master sitting at level 2, still shy of level 3. Meanwhile, we are looking at a tier 2 FoCuS only, not going into tier 3, building up that Town Hall the old-fashioned way, and we're also only looking at a tier 2 LawLiet. The upgrade to tier 3 is rather expensive, as we are also going into the upgraded Moonglaive and training up additional archers at this, well, further back Ancient of War. FoCuS's Blade Master taking a large amount of damage, being forced to retreat back. There is another Sentinel right there. Sentinel, well, keeping that Blade Master a bit more honest, as, well, he is always constantly revealed. Blade Master getting ready to engage here. There's a Purge onto the Archer. There's a Roar as well. Isn't it really necessary? Units are going to turn around and fight, and all of a sudden they're trying to bounce back here. Huntresses are all in the front line. LawLiet with beautiful positioning, going to make it difficult. Lightning Shield now dropping down across multiple units as well, and the Huntresses are holding the line right there. There's a detonation, removing some of that Roar too, as those Serpent Wards are trying to focus down some of those other units. That was a beautiful, beautiful fight by LawLiet, being able to catch his opponent completely in a bad position. The archers in the entire back line were well protected, as the Huntresses in that front line were able to just hold that narrow positioning. Positioning matters regardless of what Huck says. WarCraft 3. All right, Keeper of the Grove, Alchemist now rotating back off to the north here. I will admit that a lot of WarCraft 3 is focused on surrounding enemy heroes, but that is during the early portions of the game. Later on, when you have those larger armies, well, surrounding enemy heroes still makes a very big difference, but you can often end up getting into a lot of trouble if you focus too much on the heroes and ignore the units. Huntress is going to go, well, one Huntress, well, being able to back away again, and the Orc Burrow quickly going to get canceled here. FoCuS seems to be in a little bit of trouble. FoCuS having the smaller army. LawLiet going to be larger here, but is he actually going to be able to push forward? Level 4 going up against level 3, level 4. Are we going to perhaps see an Entangle go down onto some of those units? But with the Shaman's Purge, it's not going to really last very long. Healing Spray keeping alive all of those units. Blade Master, Lightning Shield going off into that back line, trying to finish things off. Healing Wave, healing more units again, as the Blade Master gonna dive on in with Lightning Shield once more. 165 critical strike, Windwalk strike for 40, adding in so much of that damage. Blade Master down to 160 hit points. Potion of Invulnerability now being used as detonations come off to the north to try and remove a lot of that precious mana. Blade Master trying to retreat back. Blade Master now down to 125 hit points. Gonna go ahead and Healing Salve, heal back up once more. 50 compared to 54 supply, as this battle still raging on here. Serpent Wards in the back. Well, being able to focus down on LawLiet's Huntresses, that is a very big problem indeed, as the Healing Spray coming online as well. 60 supply compared to 52. Are any more Grunts going to get taken out? That is the question here, as the Alchemist and the Keeper of the Grove didn't really gain that much experience, tipping that fight over in favor of FoCuS, even though both of FoCuS's heroes are now low on hit points and on mana. All right. Coming back through, Staff of Teleportation, Alchemist should be ready to heal up this army once more. Upgrades, 2-1 upgrades compared to, 1-2 upgrades on the Orc. Are we going to get an Entangle onto that Kodo Beast? Grunts are here ready to engage. Archers are ready to poke around, as well as the Huntresses trying to chase down some of those units. But, well, still not able to do very much. All right, FoCuS should really try and at least punish this expansion here. Or, sorry, LawLiet should punish FoCuS's expansion. And that seems to be the strategy right now, as the Glaive Bounce is getting in additional damage across onto some of those peons as well. All right, we see an Entangle there, followed by a quick Purge to try and break that Entangle, as the Sentinel still reveals that location. No expansion here. That is just an Ancient of War, as you remember, as a Lightning Shield going to come across on that Blade Master, perhaps trying to rack in some damage along that backside. Blade Master showing up to the party. 180-point critical strike. Entangle, Purge. Is that Blade Master going to be able to break free? Yes, he does. Level 2 Healing Wave, keeping that Blade Master alive still. Alchemist in a little bit of trouble. He's in that front line spot. He could get entangled if he's trying to healing spray, but yes, there is that entangle now. Blade Master going back through, as that LawLiet Alchemist finally being forced to use a Staff of Preservation to save himself. 63 supply. FoCuS really coming out on top here, as FoCuS with the economic advantage, able to replace his units faster than LawLiet can destroy them. And that really was the issue. FoCuS now with a very large army here, 63 supply compared to 48, but the Alchemist now back here on the battle. Huntress is going to be able to focus down a Grunt. Yes, one Grunt down. Every unit matters so much. An Entangle onto that Grunt now. A Purge. Is it going to try and break free? Yes, but not going to be enough. Another Grunt bites the dust. All right, Blade Master coming back across here. Archers are here ready once more. Grunts getting ready to engage. Yeah, if it's double elimination. Yeah, FoCuS still playing this extremely well here. The Raiders and the Shamans double upping on being able to separate some of those units. Meanwhile, only the Keeper of the Groves Entangle is going to allow for picking off of those low or those trailing units in the back. Adding a Naga Sea, which doesn't make sense right now. No tech to tier 3, as Healing Wave keeps that one Raider alive. Hunts getting ensnared down, forcing an engagement here. LawLiet loses one Huntress, going to be traded for a Grunt, and a Huntress. Archers falling off in the backside, as we're looking at more pressure again. All right, Huntress going to get taken down once more, as the Blade Master has really been diving very deep into the Night Elf army, but has somehow always been coming out of that battle smelling like a rose, as the Blade Master finishes off more units again and again. All right, adding up more damage. 51 supply compared to 46. FoCuS now currently on a low upkeep again, as LawLiet falls further behind, sitting at 39 supply. Is LawLiet going to be able to really come out ahead here? That is the problem. He is sitting on one base, so even though his opponent is in the low upkeep, he is still mining more than him, as the Alchemist is at level 5 here. Shadowhunter very close to level 5. Alchemist is in at level 4, excuse me. Oh, close to level 5, as we see an Entangle. Blade Master could get taken down. Yes, level 5, double level up across the board, as the Keeper of the Grove could be in trouble. Down to 63 hit points. Staff of Preservation transferred for the save. And with that slight change, Staff of Teleportation, are we going to see another Entangle? No, we are not. Purge now onto the Archers. Raiders waiting for a couple of ensnares. There's one ensnare. A second ensnare could be coming down in as well. Come on, wait for it. Nope, no additional ensnares. Just one Archer down. Second Archer down here. Units trying to retreat back home. LawLiet getting to level 5 on both the Alchemist and that Keeper of the Grove after taking down a level 4 Blade Master. But, well, still behind by about 13 supply. Kodo Beast in the belly of the beast is a Huntress, so falling even further behind in the economic supply count. Thank you for the follow, as the Ancient of War here, well, it's not going to really do that much. We're going to be looking. FoCuS is going to scout out this location and see, wait a second. LawLiet is still running on one base after all this time, and he's a bit out of position here, as we're going to see the Huntresses show up to the party to try and, well, take this down pretty quickly. There's some repairs, and, well, repairs onto the Great Hall here. Meanwhile, buying time down off to the south here. The Raiders are going to be going after these Moonwells. Huntresses are going to have a difficult time, as the Serpent Wards are already being placed down by FoCuS. Level 3 Serpent, or no, level 3 Healing Wave, I take it back. Level 2 Serpent Wards still deal 27 to 30 piercing damage, which is still high indeed. All right, Acid Bomb going down onto those units here. Moonwell wasn't close enough to drink for that Alchemist, as Quad Serpent Wards poking apart this army again. All right, trading the main base for the natural expansion here. We're looking at this one, Orc Burrow. It will end up getting taken out here in just a moment, but Ancients of War are getting lost. We did see that LawLiet was actually going for triple Ancient of War. One here, and one still could train off more units here as more buildings are being lost here. This is turning into a bad situation. Acid Bomb going across multiple units. Archers do have superior, I do think they have superior range. Yeah, 700 range compared to 6 as a Blade Master with Lightning Shield diving in onto all of those units. Huntresses were behind the Archers, not where they wanted to be, but the only way to really deal with the Serpent Wards as LawLiet now retreating back with his one Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove down to 138 hit points. Alchemist could be in a little bit of trouble. Healing Spray once again being used to try and keep all of these units alive as the Keeper of the Grove trying to keep his distance back. Alchemist still right across over here. Blade Master is still there. Healing Spray being used again. There's the Ensnare. Healing Wave bouncing around. And I think this is pretty much going to be it. FoCuS with a 10 supply advantage. Both heroes are very low on hit points as the Blade Master, Staff of Preservation saves right there. All right, Keeper of the Grove trying to retreat back. Once more Archers are getting taken down. Alchemist shows back up onto the fight here. Healing Spray up all of these units, keeping them alive as long as they can. 34 supply compared to 34. All of a sudden, LawLiet is even again as the Keeper of the Grove down to 155 hit points. Is it going to get burst down, though? Yes, it does. Level 5 now on the Blade Master, and now going after LawLiet's level 5 Alchemist. If he gets the level 6, all of a sudden Transmute becomes available. Level 6 on the Alchemist. Is it going to be enough? Is it going to matter? The Moonwells are completely bone dry. What is happening right here? Going to try and fight its way through. Level 6 on the Alchemist. Is he just going to get a, Mass Wisps? Level 6 onto the Shadow Hunter. Alchemist was just 2 experience shy from being able, or 2 mana shy. And that is it right now. 37 supply. FoCuS now coming back out on top again. Raiders joining in on the battle. No way to get any real gold whatsoever. And there is the GG. Well played, losing both heroes at the very end. FoCuS with the slight resource lead, but having a major hero advantage in the end. Even though, let's take a look at the hero levels. Yeah, level 6, level 5, level 6, level 5. It really came down to that last battle. Really well played by both sides. Thanks for watching, everyone.